Hey everyone, I hope you're having a really good time, and I'm so glad that you clicked on this video to find out a little bit more about what is aphantasia. So my name is Amanda and I'm a neurodivergent woman. I have 5 sense aphantasia, which I'm going to go into a little bit more detail in this video. I also have SDAM, which stands for severely deficient autobiographical memory. And I have some videos on that. It's a memory disorder, and I am also in the process of getting an autism diagnosis. So tonight you're joining me in my minivan, at least for the start of this video. My kids are at Taekwondo and I'm just doing the mom thing, sitting in my car. And so I figured, hey, you know what? You can YouTube anywhere. It's all about multitasking. Today was a day. And so I'm going to squeeze every little bit of productivity I can. Anyway, I love talking about aphantasia. It is such a interesting concept. I grew up my entire life trying to figure out a little bit why my brain seemed to be different than everyone else's. And it was actually the first neurodivergency that I had a name to. And I read an article, actually it was actually a Facebook message where somebody was saying that their husband couldn't visualize in their mind's eye and he had something called aphantasia. And I'm like, wait, what? I can't do that. And so I went and looked it up and oh my gosh, went down a rabbit hole of information. Anyway, that was several years ago and here I am now. And I am a total Aphant. So some people can just not visualize in their mind's eye, but they can have the other senses, or maybe they have some of the senses but not all of them. I don't have any of the senses in my mind. So when I try to visualize a scene such as, like, let's think about fall, right? So when you think about fall, most people, anyone without aphantasia, can think about the leaves in the trees changing colors. Hold on, a car just pulled up. I am in a parking lot, and so they might be kind of loud. I might need to roll up my window here. So again, what I was saying is, like, if it's fall time and you are thinking about fall, you might be able to think about how leaves change from greens to reds and yellows and, you know, all of that. Excuse me. Hold on, I have a cheat sheet. Can't think of my senses right now. Yeah, touch. So this one's interesting. I very much live in the present. So if I'm hot, I can't really think about or imagine what it feels like to be cold. And so, you know, as fall comes, temperatures tend to drop a little bit, and I can't, like, think about, like, if it's a hot day, I can't think about, oh my gosh, those cool days are gonna come and what it feels like. I mean, intellectually, I know that the temperature is gonna drop down, and that intellectually, I know I will enjoy that experience, but I can't experience it in my brain. I cannot feel what it would be like to not be the temperature I'm currently at. It's really crazy to wrap your head around that one. I am so sure. I wrote these on a receipt. Oh, smells. Oh my gosh, smells. So in fall, a lot of people like to light candles around their house. They want to put the cinnamon and the apple pie candles or the pumpkin spice candles. And, you know, they smell great when you've actually got them lit. But I can't think about what those smells like, any of those scents are in my mind's eye or my mind. If I'm not smelling a smell right now in real life, I can't smell it. I can't imagine what it smells like. So that actually can have a plus to it, because if a gas leak happens, I don't imagine it. If I smell gas, there is a gas leak. Taste. Pumpkin spice, you know, like everybody in the fall gets so excited about all the pumpkin spice things that come out. I cannot taste anything in my mind's eye. I have a short up about my favorite tea. Every morning when I drink my favorite tea, it's like drinking it for the first time. I know intellectually it's my favorite one, but I can't taste it in my mind. So every morning it's like, oh, I love this flavor. It's so delicious. So I don't know. I do get food cravings, but again, that one's one I'm trying to figure out, because it's not that I'm craving a specific flavor. It's more like, oh, I want that experience that I know when I eat that food I like. It's more of an intellectual exercise more than a sensory exercise. Although I will sometimes crave textures, like, oh, I know I want to eat something crunchy. So I don't know. I can't figure out I can't taste crunchy in my brain. Like, I don't know what it's going to feel like in my brain, but I know that if I eat something crunchy, I like it because I like crunchy foods. And then what's the last sense that I haven't talked about is sound. So again, same thing. Like, you might be able to hear the sound of rain or the leaves blowing in a tree and what that might sound like in the fall. I cannot, unless, again, it's happening. So that is what total 5 sense aphantasia is like. It does have a positive side, though, because it is so much easier for me to live in the present and enjoy the now, because I can't daydream. I can daydream, but it's not in that like visualizing, oh, I'd rather be this place, and like imagining it with all of your senses in your mind. It's just that doesn't work for me. It doesn't bring me any kind of joy. If I am thinking about the fall, like all these things that I've described to you, there's no experientialness to it. It's just a list of words and facts. So it doesn't really necessarily bring any kind of sense of like, oh, I can't wait for fall because I know I will get to experience these things that I'm reliving in my brain. So I don't know. I'm still working on ways to describe this. So make sure that you put your words down in the comments, because one of my goals for this channel is to have a collective language around all these things, because that's the thing. I went until 38 years old because people don't talk about how we experience life in our own heads. We all walk around thinking and assuming that the person next to us is experiencing life the same way that we do. There's no reason to question that, but it is something that you should question, because now I have realized that there are so many neurodivergencies, and we got the neurotypicals, and people's brains work differently. And it's just fun to talk about, compare, build a language around these experiences. Anyway, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for joining me in my car tonight. Makes sitting here while my kids are in class a little bit more enjoyable, because I get to spend time with you. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.